So it's about time. I'm going downstairs to check in. You know what? This used to be the most painstaking period of time every year for me, because we were right in the middle of China's Spring Festival travel rush. Imagine 3 billion trips within a short period of time, 40 days. So it's easy to tell that everywhere would be full of people. And the Chinese people even invented this phrase for this kind of phenomenon. It's not Chinglish. From what I've witnessed, it was literally the case, and it's called people mountain, people sea. But that was the old days. Now everything's in good order. I was 6. My parents took me to Shanghai to spend the Chinese New Year with my grandparents. And we bought some nutrition supplements for my grandma as a present. Back in the 80s, those were a real luxury. The train trip was all right, and my mom kept those nutrition supplements in her handbag and kept her handbag closed all the way. The real challenge was getting off the train and out of the train station. The movement of this huge crowd of people just kept you floating forward. As a child, I was barely walking. Then I heard this crack. I saw it was something we stepped on. When we finally got out of the train station, I noticed that my mom's handbag and her jacket were all soaked. So there went our present for Grandma. Green was the railway's trademark color. All the carriages were green, even the seat covers were green. But for me, it was the smell. Mechanical lubricant, rustic steel, food, and mainly human sweat. Train stations hundreds of kilometers apart would smell exactly the same, because they were all equally crowded. Now, infrastructure has caught up. Shanghai's Hongqiao transport hub, I would say, is an architectural mammoth. It has a train station, an airport, a bus stop, as well as metro and highway connections. I grew up in a city that's about 200 kilometers away from Shanghai. When I was a child, the train trip could take 4 hours and a half at least, and that could be easily extended to 5 hours and more due to frequent stopovers to make way for cargo trains. Guess how long does that same trip take nowadays? 45 minutes. Yes, from 270 minutes minimum right down to 45 minutes. But now I still spend 5 hours to get to Shanghai, but that's from Beijing. I buy train tickets through a phone call or a few clicks on my mobile app. I book a car to pick me up. All of these wouldn't have existed in my wildest childhood imagination. As a journalist and news presenter, I've experienced the natural disasters and breaking events, but also moments when I truly appreciate changes in this massive country. So here comes my high-speed rail trip, and this is my life, my China.